Good morning, everyone. This is Brad Matheny. Today is Wednesday, the 10th. So we're looking at a gap up higher day in trending mode. Now, this is hopefully going to be a pretty good day. Now, remember, we get the big breaking pattern tomorrow in counter trend mode, and then we get the carryover pattern in carryover mode. So, we do have a little bit of news today. We have Powell speaking today. We are seeing a little upward trend here in the SPY, up almost, well, I would call it a little over a full point to the upside, and it is still very early in the morning. It's only 4:40 in the morning, my time, California. I'm looking for this gap up higher pattern to really play out, moving into this exhaustion rally phase right over here. So we come over and take a look at where we're at. Yesterday's momentum rally obviously didn't show up. And when things like this happen, and they do happen periodically, I mean, let's be realistic. These patterns are great. You've seen how they work for the last 12 or 15 days, and they've been very accurate. But occasionally we get a dud day, or occasionally we get a day that just doesn't play out like I expect. And sometimes it may be 2 or 3 days. But again, I think the real value here is understanding what to expect. And I'm going to try to show you some things here in a moment that will help support where we're at in my analysis. So where we're at here, we've had this flat down day, and then we've had almost a duplicate of the same day right over here. I mean, it's really struggling to move higher. Now I'm looking for an opening up in this 557.50, maybe 558 area. I really do kind of believe that we're in kind of a moderate melt up. I think we get a gap up and we continue to trend higher. I do believe that ultimately price could, is not guaranteed to, but could attempt to move back up into this blue channel. That would mean that we would have to probably, open up in this area and then see some sort of a moderate rally back into like this. That would be a very big day. That would be up like 1.25%. We don't have any big earnings today. It all starts tomorrow, which will be Thursday. I think we could get a bit of a relief rally here with all the shorts. Let me show you here on a 1 hour. So you can see how we've got this beautiful trend to the upside here, all on that anticipation of that rally phase. Now we've gotten the flat down, and then this was our momentum rally day. I do really kind of believe that we're going to be moving considerably higher over the next 2 or 3 days. Now we have to see how it plays out. Like I said, it's the Powell comment and the GDP data coming out today could lead to some sideways activity early in the morning, but I do kind of really believe that we're going to move back up into this channel eventually, and try to reach these ultimate highs. Now, let me show you, if my analysis is correct, then we are going to be moving into this 566, 568, maybe 570 area. And that's only about 4 or 5 points away. How much is that? That's, what is that? It's maybe a 0.5% higher, 2.5% higher. That can be done in a day or two on the SPY. That's not really a big deal. 2.5%. All you're looking at is a couple of decent 3/4 to 1% move days to the upside, and we could have a pretty solid rally up into 568, 570 pretty quickly. Okay, so what I'm looking at today is a gap up higher pattern. And, right now we're trading at 556.90. We still have, 2 hours to go before the market opens. Kind of think we open up into this 557, maybe a little higher area, 557.50, 557.75. And then we kind of move into this light blue channeling to the upside. We'll see how long it lasts, and we'll see if we get a big rally. Like I said, I got a couple people wrote me yesterday, like, where's the rally? Where's the momentum rally? you know what, guys? Sometimes these things are dead on, and sometimes they're, it's missing. I call them dud days. And essentially, you just gotta, take a look at it. Now, what I was going to show you guys is daily. So we're going to come down here, and again, my daily chart's probably pretty well packed. But if I take a look at the technical indicators, I added this GAN vibration system that I've been working on. We're still in a very solid bullish trend. And what this is telling me here is that we're in a very solid bullish trend, upward RSI, upward stochastics, upward lower side or longer term stochastics. We're looking very, very solid to the upside right now. And I think that's the bias to trend. I think it's going to continue. So let's take a look at QQQ. Same thing, looking very biased from right here off of this low. Beautiful little move. Now, remember, we didn't have any confirmation on RSI. We did on the longer term stochastic at that point, but we really started to get confirmation right over here on this trigger right here on the stochastic, and this stochastic with this GAN vibration being up at 1. This was our real trigger here and right here, gave us a very solid buy trigger for this upward trend. So we do not have yet any downward trending. We are still looking for upward trending to take place here with the QQQ. My expectations today on the QQQ would be, again, gap up higher. Let's get rid of that. So you can see we're way off my expectations, although we are here at 499.61. That's almost 2 full points higher. So a good start to today. We could end up in this area starting out, a little bit of a gap move, and we could see this trend very cleanly up into the let's call it 503 to 505 area before the end of the day. Could be a good solid rally today, making up for what was likely lost yesterday. And now remember, we move into better earnings come tomorrow. So really looking potentially a lot stronger. Let's go take a look at IWM. Okay, IWM is still struggling to kind of get out of its way. Let's take a look at the daily. Nice flagging, beautiful flagging formation. Absolutely beautiful. Come right across here. Come right across here. You could almost see this perfectly coming right across here. Big broad flag right there. A more intermediate flag coming in here. Oops. And we'll come across here to here. So extend. So you've almost got a dual flagging formation setting up here. And it's very interesting how this is setting up. You have this A, you can come down here. I'd probably call this B, C, D, E. So you're likely going to see this A, B, C, D, E to the upside. And then you have the deeper A, B, C, D coming down here to the upside as well for IWM. Interesting setup. Let's take a look at the data. Getting a little mixed data. RSI is positive. Short-term stochastics is positive. Long-term stochastics is negative. GAN vibration data is up and down. So we're kind of in this flagging formation here with no real trending, although I would say that very close to a breakout move. Now, normally with these breakout moves, you get quite a bit of volatility. Oops, don't want a circle, want an ellipse. So remember, out in this area, you could get some really wide volatility. So pay attention that this could be, this could be a big volatile move right out here before we resolve to the upside. And lastly, we'll take a look at Bitcoin. Remember, I was telling you guys that the 57,000 level would resolve as support, holding very nicely. That's actually this chart right here, holding very nicely off of that 57,000 area. We do need to see it rally back into one of these two flags here. We'll see how this plays out over the next couple days. But like I said, really, really strong right now to see this, bounce off this 57,000 level and build a little support. So now we get to see how this flags out before it tries to make a move. So again, back to the SPY. What we're really doing here, folks, is we are looking for back down here to this 30-minute. We're now at 57.12 pre-market. We are looking for an open up in this area, 57.25 to 57, call it 58, 558. Do I think we're going to come down here to 553? Someone asked. I doubt it. Could happen, but I doubt it. I mean, we're in that bias upward trend. We're in the upward SPY cycle pattern trends. And I think we're going to be seeing a move up above 560 before we would see a move down into the 550 level. But again, when we pull back over here, when we end up getting that moderate price pullback, you see how I am now predicting a move down into the 554 area, maybe a bit deeper. So eventually, yes, we could be back in the 554, 555 area. But I think before then, we've got to play out this bullish momentum and this last engulfing pattern here before we get into any real downward trend capabilities. So looks like we could have a bit of the momentum rally today. Let's see what happens. Let's see how it plays out. And remember, these are not 100% foolproof. Okay, these are designed to give you a clear indication of what's coming. You saw how clean this was over the previous week. We started out with a flat down day, which was perfect, a momentum rally day, which never really showed up. Now let's see what happens next. We still got another 2 weeks to go with this, guys. A lot of information and opportunity right in front of you. Okay, guys, talk to you later.